Hello, everybody, and welcome to Honey Badger Radio. My name is Brian. I'm here with Allison, and this is, we're trying a little something.
Fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser, yes, but we're trying something a little different. You know, hopefully you guys can get behind it and, help us out. And I think it could be enjoyable. So,
All right, well, why don't I tell you guys what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so as per usual, we have the Beat Saber stream up. And as you know, you can go to feedthebadger.com/justthetip and send us a song request, and it'll pop up in our Discord, and we'll get right on it. And if I manage to play through the entire song, then on your honor, you'll go to the fundraiser at feedthebadger.com/support and put $25 in the hat for the monthly expenses. And now this month, we're doing something a little different, or this today, and see how it goes. Brian is also going to be offering a service. And the service he's going to offer is sketches. So if you put a request through at feedthebadger.com/justthetip, so put a request through, describe what you want sketched, and he sketches it to your satisfaction, or if you want the final result, then you go to feedthebadger.com/support and put $25 in the hat. If it's a more complicated image, then we can talk about that later. But basically, it's just the same thing, except he's sketching and I'm flailing. So let's see if you guys want us to do this, because I think it'd be really cool to see what Brian can come up with in terms of art. And some of you do definitely enjoy watching me flail. So, let's aim for 5 songs tonight, because it's probably going to be a bit slower because I know it's later. The Europeans have gone to bed. They seem to enjoy the flailing quite a bit. You know, Eurovision and such. But anyway, so the super chat's open, super chow's open, feedthebadger.com/super chow. Please send those requests through, either request for me for a song. And if you are requesting a song, please go to beatsaber.com and make sure that song actually exists in Beat Saber, because sometimes they don't. And if you don't know what the heck Beat Saber is, it's basically hitting blocks in the time to music, and there's a whole bunch of songs available. So you get to listen to your favorite songs and watch me flail. So 2 good things, definitely.
Yeah.
So if you want to request that, once again, that's feedthebadger.com/justthetip. And if you want to request a little sketch from Brian, same thing. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Really? Yeah.
So do we have any? Let me see. I got kind of a lot on my screen now.
I can also take a look too, at least at the super chows.
I can do it on my phone, so that'll work. Let's see. Super chows on my phone.
No, none so far. I just took a look.
No new super chows. There's nothing new. If you guys are going to again put through a request, I guess you could theoretically do it through super chats too. If it's like a song request or something like we did in the past. But super chow might be a bit better for our how do I put it?
Sketch?
Well, what I was gonna say is for the retention, I guess. Like, if you give us a super chat, Google takes a lot more and pockets it. If you give it through a super chow, then we get to keep
enjoy
more
the full benefit of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't have, you can type pretty much as you want. Somebody did test that. If you do an entire essay, it probably won't go through. Like, I think the maximum is 2,000 characters, which is plenty.
For what? For super chat?
No, for super chow, 2,000 characters.
Oh yeah. That's plenty.
Otherwise it's just not going to go through the system. It's going to get stuck in the tubes.
Yeah, so try not to put something too massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, and also if
Go
you want to
ahead.
just support us, you can also go to feedthebadger.com/support and just support the show. And I'll be doing any thank yous to anybody who put something through. I know we're starting this a bit early this month, so maybe people are like, whoa, they're not used to it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So once again, feedthebadger.com/support if you want to support the show. If you want to support the show while getting a nice song played by me, or support the show while getting a nice sketch done by Brian, you can make a request for either of those through feedthebadger.com/justthetip. Please do so that we're not left hanging here. So awkward. All right.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to, I guess, half expect it. It's like it's been up for a few hours, but I think that there's just like people who are going to bed, or they got worked in the morning or whatever. So, but yeah, if you can help us out, please do. I see that we got like 25 people watching, so it's not like we don't have any audience. So I guess that means it's not too bad.
Yeah. All right, so let's I guess read some of the article.
Yeah. All right. So I have this article, which I believe came out a little while ago, but I don't think I've ever looked at it. So it's from Bazaar Magazine. Is that the one we're doing? Bazaar? And it's called,
I guess so.
Men Have No Friends and Women Bear the Burden. Toxic masculinity and the persistent idea that feelings are a female thing has left a generation of straight men stranded on an emotionally stunted island, unable to forge intimate relationships with other men. It's women who are paying the price. So, God. This article is essentially trying to say that men's loneliness is a burden on women. And
Yep.
Yeah. So Kylie Ann Kelly can't remember the exact moment she became her boyfriend's one and only, his "What would I do without you?" But she does remember neglecting her own needs to the point of hospitalization. Oh my God. Quote, I talked him through his aspirations, I validated his opinions, I supported his career. I had to be his emotional guru because he was too afraid to admit he had any emotions at all. How is that possible? If how is it that he can like not have feelings and yet have these fears and insecurities?
Okay, so how did you attend to things that he didn't actually express?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that require a heck of a lot of mind reading and psychic phenomena? Like, okay, so my boyfriend refused to acknowledge that he had emotions, but I had to tend to them anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mean that he was moody or something? Also, I don't know what planet these people think they're on when they're in relationships, but support is sort of standard.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not supported by your partner to some degree, why would you be in a relationship? I mean, that support can take a lot of different ways, but I don't know. This sounds, I don't know, it sounds sus.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's, or I don't know, like someone is just not able to see that if a man needs his opinions validated, so he's concerned about his confidence in them, I guess. He wants to be with a woman that supports him career-wise. And he has like all of these aspirations, but of course they come with, concerns like anxiety concerns or whatever it is. And she just can't see that any of those could have an emotional component, right? Like
Well,
she's just, or at least she's
yeah.
pretending like that's the case.
Uh, well, it also like, well, I mean, I think what she's saying, maybe she's inferring from this support that he has these emotional needs, but he doesn't express that he has emotional needs, which I don't get. Well,
Yeah, but what does
why
that
wouldn't
matter?
you just infer? Yeah, what does that matter? Just infer. Jesus, well,
Yeah,
how much effort? How much effort is it to be like, oh, you appear to be emitting water from your eyes. Might you be sad? And
yeah,
then a moment later, when you're talking to your girlfriends, he just doesn't want to admit he has feelings. Well, what kind of freaking extortionate bullshit is this?
mm-hmm.
Like, if he's expressing his concerns or his anxieties and his worries, what additional fucking steps do you need from him? And at that point, doesn't that become an onus you're putting on him? That's something that he needs to do in the relationship to suit you? Like, anyway, I get what you're saying, and it's absurd on her part.
Yeah, I mean,
But
she either believes that, and that just shows her lack of empathy to men, or she's playing games, with herself and us or whatever.
yeah, and the other thing is that he needs his opinion validated. Is that another way of saying that he actually considers your opinion valid?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is he getting his opinion validated, by the way? Where's the validity coming from? Oh, from you! So he considers your opinion valid. Maybe even more valid than his own. Jeez, what a bastard! God! I swear, I don't know. How do women like this, go from existing, having opinions, and to publishing them, and nobody stops them and says, you're a dick.
Yeah.
Like, you are a massive, can I use the word cunt? You are a massive cunt with a side order of dick.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody stops her and says that to her. Jesus Christ, the chauvinism just stinks. Like, you stink of it. Have you considered it washing it off at any point, lady? Like, maybe don't saturate yourself in to chauvinism.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's like I said, it just amazes me that somebody this cunty can go from being a cunt to publishing about justifying her cuntiness. And I know we've only heard one line from her, but it's that obvious. Like,
yeah.
Oh, he wants me to validate my opinion, which means that he considers me a source of validation. He considers what I think to be a source of validation. He considers what I think to be valid. How horrible of him. Oh, he needs support in a relationship. How horrible of him.
Mm-hmm.
And what else did he do? Oh, he doesn't want to express his emotions, but somehow I inferred his emotions from his actions and his needs. But he didn't take that extra step for me. He didn't just, I don't know, put them on cards with calligraphy and embossed writing. He didn't do it in a way that suited me. He didn't express his emotions in a way that suited me. Well, now you've said 3 things that make you sound like a cunt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that word a lot tonight, aren't I?
It sounds like it. So I did get a super chat. From Ergo Proxy, who made a song request. So he's asking for Year Zero, Ghost, and I guess what were you gonna say?
Well, I just I feel like I've done this before, but Year Zero, Ghost, and
but then it says mapped by Call Me Daddy.
I'm not going to put that in. I'll try Year Zero, Ghost. All right.
Yeah, and then just look if they show you that it was. Maybe it'll be in the name.
I got it. Yeah, Call Me Daddy.
All right.
It there.
All right.
Excellent. This was very smooth. Thank you, Ergo Proxy.
Yep.
Excellent custom song. Was there? Mapper was correct. Very pleased. And we also got a super chow too. I'll let you read that one out.
Oh yeah, let me dig that out here. Mr. 0303 gives us $50 in Super Chow and says, Brian, can Brian draw the original or true original Kratos from God of War? Yeah, I could try that.
Okay, where the hell are the... Okay. Year 0. I'm just going to do it this way.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, okay, of course. Of course there has to be an issue.
What's the issue?
It doesn't want to show up. What the heck?
Wait, is there a problem with the...
Yeah, there's a bit of an issue. I spoke too soon. Apparently it decided to be dickish. See, I don't understand. Like, I can use the word dickish, right? But I can't use the word cunty. Especially since that's like a... Well, I know I can, but... Mapping extensions. Missing requirement. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to do a different year 0 there. I'm going to have to get the other one. I
don't know if there's a special reason why you chose this specific map, but apparently this map doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to get
the other one.
A different one. Yeah, a different one.
Yeah.
Are you drawing God of War?
I'm looking it up, but
how the hell are we going to read this article while you're drawing God of War? We've already found some complications.
Well, I mean, that's why I said before that we might be taking on too many things at the same time, but it's okay. I'll just have to, like, take breaks, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Alright, I'm going to download this one, and I'll see if this other one works. Okay, year 0. Year... you want to read the next sentence, maybe, and we'll discuss it for the next 3 years?
Yeah, so I'll do it. I'll go ahead and do that, too.
Oh, here we go. So I can do year 0 through infinitesimum. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Ooh.
So it says,
so far so good.
I had to be his emotional guru because he was too afraid to admit that he had any emotions at all, recalls the 24-year-old English teacher who was studying for her PhD at the time. Kelly's...
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Here, why not do the obvious? If he doesn't admit he has emotions, then why are you tending to the things he's not talking about or admitting to you? I don't get it. Like, how is it possible? Like, could you imagine this? Okay, let's imagine instead of a girlfriend, she's like, I don't know. She works customer complaints. And this is her essential complaint about her boyfriend here amounts to, you know, she's working the customer complaints at, I don't know, like a Sears or something. And she's like, well, customers haven't actually been lodging complaints, but I can see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm having a breakdown because I see all these customers with complaints. They aren't actually lodging them, but I can see them, I can sense them, I can feel them. They're harassing me with them.
Yeah.
Like I said, at what point does someone stop this woman and say, no? Life doesn't work this way. Furthermore, if the customers are not lodging complaints, you don't have to address them. If your boyfriend is not expressing emotions, why are you addressing the emotions he's not expressing? This woman sounds like she's insane to deal with.
Yeah.
If he's not expressing these emotions, how do you know he's having those exact emotions that you are attributing to him? Oh, man. Okay. Next sentence?
Hold on. All right. Kelly's boyfriend refused to talk to other men or a therapist about his feelings, so he'd often get into funks picking pointless fights when something was bothering him. Eventually, Kelly became his default therapist, soothing his anxieties as he fretted over work or family problems. After 3 years together,
how does she know he's fretting?
I don't know. It's her intuition. She has a superior intuition. After 3 years together, when exhaustion and anxiety landed her in the hospital, and her boyfriend claimed she was too busy to visit, they broke up. That he was too busy to visit.
Cool.
Kelly's story, though extreme, is a common example of modern American relationships.
Okay, is it a common example or is it extreme? Choose one.
Yeah.
You get one. One.
While women continue to bear the burden of men's emotional lives, and why wouldn't they? For generations, men have been taught to reject traits like gentleness and sensitivity, leaving them without the tools to deal with internalized anger and frustration. Meanwhile...
Wait. Okay, gentleness and sensitivity is something that you express towards someone else. Mm-hmm. Anger and frustration are not... Like, why are they making this equivalence between anger and frustration and gentleness and sensitivity? So they're saying, okay, read that again. I'm a little confused. Maybe I've heard it wrong.
All right. For generations, men have been taught to reject traits like gentleness and sensitivity, leaving them without the tools to deal with internalized anger and frustration.
Okay, B. Gentleness and sensitivity tends to be outwardly directed. If they mean that men are lacking the ability to be sensitive to themselves and gentle, what narratives in our society allow men to do that? Like, be gentle with yourself, men. Don't judge yourself. Don't shame yourself. Be kind. Be accepting. Not realize that everything you do isn't actually intended to harm or oppress women. Like, okay, I don't think feminism is teaching these things to men. It's teaching them the exact opposite. And the other thing is that this is complete bullshit. Men are actually less likely to ruminate. They're more likely to be able to, self-soothe is what I would call it when it comes to negative emotions. Like, this is statistically true. Like, men are able to, there was more of like a medical way of putting it, like a psychological way of putting it. Mm-hmm. Men are more able to be, they used a term that actually was a little bit, I thought was a little bit ridiculous, but it was, they're able to be kinder to themselves, essentially. Mm-hmm. Like, they're able to focus on more like let's take the steps to fix what this problem is, and not internalize it as much as women did. Mm-hmm. And so psychologically, that was actually really beneficial. Like, being a man was actually really beneficial. They don't ruminate as much, and they're more able to give themselves like a soft place to land when something goes wrong, instead of like really hard recriminations. So they've learned to self-soothe, essentially. That's what that is. It's like something goes wrong, you're able to get yourself back up and get in the fray again by calming yourself down, not internalizing it as much, and starting to develop a plan to overcome it. Men are great at that. Women are not. So I don't know what the hell this particular article is on, because this is actually statistically not true.
Yeah.
So it's not I don't think I've never heard this as a common scenario, that men are brooding and fretting and ruminating and complaining and putting all of their negative emotions about life onto their women. That's not a common scenario I see around me at all. Yeah. It's in fact rather the reverse. And that would tend to be play out with statistics in that women are more likely to ruminate. Women are have less coping skills, less self-soothing skills, and less ability to prevent internalization of negative occurrences. So yeah, this is, I don't know. You're making up shit. There's no evidence that this article is anything but the ruminations of it couldn't.
It what?
I said,
The ruminations of what?
a coont.
Oh, of a coont. Yes, definitely. Definitely someone of that persuasion.
I'm just trying to be polite to the American culture because, you know, the Commonwealth usually doesn't freak out about the word cunt as much as you guys do. You know, it's simultaneously an insult and a term of endearment for us.
Yeah. We're not, I mean, I'm not insulted by it, but...
Yeah, I know, but...
Yeah, I know. It's probably just another gynocentric social rule that, you know, people are following.
Yeah. Okay.
So. All right. So let me see if there's any new requests. I have been drawing, so... Ergo Proxy gives us $2 and says, "Call Me Little Sunshine" by Ghost. "Call Me Little Sunshine" by Ghost.
I was about to say, is that a request?
That's a song request, yes. And
"Call Me Little Sunshine."
Yeah. It's Ghost.
Ghost. Okay, I think I'm "Call Me Little Sunshine" will probably get it. All right, we got it. Hopefully this one works.
All right, and I have a super chow from Rorschach's No for $20. Thank you, Rorschach. And says, "Finally, I made it to the Sunday show. Sometimes it seems like the writers of these articles are dramatizing things to get their 300 words in through hyperbole. Got a song for you." So, Wookie is spelled W-U-K-I. Da da
da da da
da da.
Okay, yes, I got that. Flight of the Bumblebee of the Bumblebee.
Yeah, da 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 of the Bumblebee. Yes, Jeb VIP edit. I don't know if that matters, but
yeah, there. Okay, there we go. I stripped all the. Okay, there we go. Whoa, look at all that, huh? You see that?
Yeah, well, hold on. I'm looking at my...
No, you can't see it. Sorry.
I can't see it, no.
No, sorry. All right, I'm going to download this sucker. Any more songs?
No. No, not yet. Oh, wait. I do got one. Albatross gives us $2.
Mm-hmm.
And says "Suicide Blonde" by NXS.
Okay, clear. Wait, let me double check to make sure I actually downloaded that sucker.
Yeah.
Everything's like completely freaking new now. Da. Okay, I didn't. All right. Da. Download. I keep
That's probably
flipping
not
around.
The same song.
Why is this not downloading? Download, you bastard! Or did it download really quickly? Let me check. No. Okay, that one I think has a flaw in it. I will go for Wookie da of the Bumblebee. I'll do this one.
Okay.
What the hell? I think that worked. Let me just double check. This is always fun, isn't it? Bumblebee, maybe.
Mr. 0303, if I don't get this done by the time our show ends, or whatever, I'll definitely get it to you this week. Okay?
Okay. I'm still struggling with this.
What's the problem?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, I got one. All right, next one. What was the next one?
What did I say? In Excess, Suicide Blonde. That was from Albatross.
Shit.
Hmm?
Okay, here we go. Suicide. No, I don't think In Excess Suicide Blonde. I could try doing In Excess, but it doesn't look like this song is available. You gotta be careful because you would be surprised. How do you spell In Excess?
INXS. Like it's just a 4-letter thing. I'm in excess. Yeah, so it's basically INXS. Albatross, if you don't know if we have it, we could play a different song by INXS. You can just call whatever, like, see what.
I'll tell you what they have. They have Devil
Yeah.
Inside, Need You Tonight, New Sensation.
Is that it?
So
really?
yeah.
They don't even have Never Gonna Tear Us Apart.
Apparently not. Okay, well,
I was standing.
I'll just remind
you
everyone.
were there. Two worlds colliding. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so if you want to take part in this pre-game fundraiser, please go to feedthebadger.com/support and you could put a few shekels in the hat. You can actually take that $25 out and put whatever you want in. I did it, and I also got rid of the shipping option for all of you who were like, why do we have? No, you don't have to do that. So you can put in whatever you like. If you just want to support us, that's fine. If you want to get something, a little extra for having done so, then you can request a sketch from Brian. You can do that through feedthebadger.com/justthetip because that's how you can send us messages. Believe me, it's quite complicated to get it set up so that you can send messages to our Discord from our store. So we have one option for that, and that is the Just the Tip. So feedthebadger.com/justthetip. You send messages through, make a request for artwork, and if you would prefer me to do a song, you can do that. We got 2 left. Depending on how far we get, and please go to beatsaber.com to make sure that song is available on Beat Saber, and put the request through Super Chat or Super Chow. Once again, feedthebadger.com/justthetip. And I'm gonna go through this all again because I feel like I'm creating something very confusing. Make your requests for art or songs through feedthebadger.com/justthetip.
Okay.
I will play the song. Oh.
We got another song request, but I'll wait till you're done saying what you want to say.
If I get through the song on the hardest difficulty, on your honor, you will go to feedthebadger.com/support and put $25 in the hat. And if Brian finishes his drawing and you like it, then you can put some, tip him for that. Put it in the fundraiser as well. Okay. All right, what's the next one?
Hothead Studios gives us $2 and requests Batman Beyond theme to honor Kevin Conroy.
Why am I putting Hothead Studios in?
I don't know. Batman Beyond. So Batman is one word. Batman Beyond theme to honor.
That bad.
Okay.
I know I haven't given you any freaking confidence in me, but.
Well, I wasn't sure. I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes people write it as 2 separate words. I mean, I don't know why. I don't.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I know.
All right, so that's that.
Did we get anything new for the INXS? Did he there are a few INXS. It's not a lot.
I think he just I don't think he picked anything. I think he's okay with whatever.
Okay. Da 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 with the bumblebees. Okay. Okay, so should I get an In Excess song after this?
I guess so, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna look and see.
Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna
Okay, I gotta go back to the menu because I failed. And this isn't giving me any leaderboard information, so I gotta get through this in order to acquire money.
Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna
Shit, I think I deserve $100 fucking bucks for this one. Shit.
Just focus.
Oh, fuck! I don't even have my Hail Mary, for fuck's sake. Ooh. I've already screwed up, by the way. This is like, oh, god damn. There's no fucking...
There's no
Shit,
break.
my cardio is not sufficient for this.
How do we know? Are you close to done?
I am dead. So basically this is just fumes right now. Are you fucking kidding me?
Ergo Proxy says that the monthly fundraiser is closed.
What? Just a second.
She's gonna go look at the fundraiser.
I will contend. You can read more, or just draw, I guess.
Yeah. So that was just a massive troll song.
It wasn't a troll song.
No, I mean, okay. Is this like music now for young people? Is it just like what the kids are into? It's just like taking samples, which, you know, we did start doing sampling like probably in the 60s a little bit. But now it's become like the norm. Like you'll hear Busta Rhymes, even though Busta Rhymes didn't make the song. And they'll use his voice to make a completely different song. Is that what music is now? I don't know, man. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway. So Albatross said, just any In Excess song will do. He doesn't care now. You know, he didn't get the one he wanted, so he's just gonna go and hide his feelings and don't show off his anxiety or his frustration with the fact that they don't have it. But of course, we can't know that because as a man, he doesn't really ever express his feelings. So we're just gonna have to assume that everything is fine, and then when we find out it isn't, we have to act shocked and appalled and blame him for it. So how could you? All right. So let me read a little bit more of the article. Kelly's story. No, I already read that part. For generations, men have been taught to reject traits like gentleness. Right, I read that part. Meanwhile, the female savior trope continues to be romanticized on the silver screen. Thanks, Disney, making it seem totally normal or even ideal to find the man within the beast. Oh my god. This is so... It's so childish. It's so... I knew they were going to make a reference to Disney or movies or something. I knew they were going to do it. Because it's like their number one go-to argument is essentially going to an institution that is composed of people who think just like they do, and then like use that to strengthen their argument. So, but it's so childish. It's like that, you're dealing with adults, not cartoon beasts. Unlike women who are encouraged to foster deep platonic intimacy from a young age, American men, with their puffed up chests, fist bumps, and awkward side hugs, grow up believing that they should not only behave like toxic robots in front of other men, but that women are the only people they're allowed to turn to for emotional support, if anyone at all.
Sorry, what authority are you speaking from? Like, first of all, you are deciding how friendships should look.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I guarantee, based on what you just said, that you don't actually talk to men. And they probably don't talk to you out of self-defense. Mm-hmm. So you don't know how men support each other. And you can't know how men support each other just, by being a woman. You have to extend yourself, or even being a feminist, man. Holy crap. Well, incidentally, feminist men are the ones who feel the least supported by their friends and the least able to express their emotions. So Don't give me this feminist positive crap. It's all no. And that was from feminist research too. So like you are immediately prejudging how men are supposed to support each other and saying if men don't support each other in the way that I approve of, they aren't supporting each other. And the other thing is that this female savior trope, what the hell are you talking about? Mm-hmm. You realize that in the original fairy tale, it was the woman who had to learn to appreciate the man despite his looks. Do you see that? You realize that? And in fact, the reason why she asked for a rose, it seemed humble from her. So what happened is her father asked his daughters what they wanted from the trip, and the other daughters were like something practical or something whatever or a material thing, and the one daughter said, "Oh, I just want a rose." So he took the rose from the garden of the prince, and the point was not necessarily that she was so humble, but that she was obsessed with beauty and vanity, and she had to learn to look past that in order to see the good qualities of the quote-unquote beast. It was actually her character arc. And Disney got rid of that because you can't criticize women and made it his character arc. And now they're complaining, woman savior. Really? Okay. So now we can't even present women as morally superior to men because that means they're saving them morally. So essentially, what possible relationship can men and women have now? None. They have to be like two magnets, oppositely charged magnets. By the way, I looked at the whole thing. You have to go to feedthebadger.com/support. Please, somebody go there, and it should say pregame Beat Saber and Art, try putting something through that because that should work. It's not closed off.
Yeah.
It's not closed off at all. You might be do not go through the products, because if you go to the Badger Blitz, it will take you to a closed fundraiser, which I suppose I should have, I guess, reopened so that it's less confusing. But no, you have to go to feedthebadger.com/support, and the pop-up probably doesn't direct you to that, which will also be confusing. You know what? I'm gonna go fix that. See if I can anyway.
All right. I added that link. If it's in the description. So if you guys have been watching this live, you'll have to refresh and then you'll see it in the description. Or you could just go to feedthebadger.com/support and help us out that way. So we are going to go through and finish these song requests. I guess we got to do Call Me Sunshine, Call Me Little Sunshine. I'm not sure which one of those two were put through by which one of those two are the Busta Rhymes mix thing, but I am looking. I am adamantly paying attention to this. So, let me see here. Do I have any more super chows? No. Oh wait, maybe. What's this? Nope. It's not. That's okay. All right. So just waiting on Allison to come back. Oh, in the meantime, I guess I could read more of this article. Though I have this concern that it's going to be distracting. Okay. So, yes, American men with their puffed up chests, fist bumps, and awkward side hugs. Because that's only something that American men do. Like when I've met guys from Europe and Australia and other, sort of Western style or culturally Western countries, they don't like they all have huge problems with that. They don't like those things. No, that's not true. They were totally fine with it. I don't get what these. I don't know what these women think about men from specifically American men. They have a really big problem with American men. And I think that if they are, I don't know, independent thinkers, or they could prove to be a problem, with rebellion and stuff. I think those are the men that they hate. I think they want men that are, subservient. But I wouldn't say that about, the average Canadian guy or the average English guy. I think that as long as it's not, I guess what I'm saying is none of this is a nationality thing, but they're making it one. It's just the way men are. Okay. So, and as modern relationships continue to put pressure on the one to be the only one, where men cast their wives and girlfriends to play their best friend, lover, career advisor, stylist, social secretary, emotional cheerleader, mom, to him, their future is kids or both, and eventually on-call therapist minus the $200 an hour fee. This form of emotional gold digging is not only detrimental to men, it's exhausting an entire generation of women. So if you're a woman and your man is struggling with whatever, right? He's worried about the economy, he's worried about the future, he's worried about, whether or not he's going to be able to keep the house. And your problem with that is that you're not getting paid $200 an hour so that he can talk to you about something that he's trying to preserve for you and your kids, if there are any kids. And Erica's calling that gold digging, right? Wow. This woman is an awful human being. The idea of an emotional gold digger was first touched on in 2016 by writer Aaron Rodgers, with a tweet that continues to be reposted on social media, both by women who married self-described feminist men. So, these men are already pretty emotional men if they're feminist men. And obviously these women hate them. Like, this is the thing. Like, there's feminist men are not the allies of feminist women unless they're making some kind of ultimate sacrifice for them. And by those with more conservative husbands. It has gained more traction recently as women, feeling increasingly burdened by unpaid emotional labor, have wised up to the toll of toxic masculinity, which keeps men isolated and incapable of leaning on each other. Across the spectrum, women seem to be complaining about the same thing. While they read countless self-help books, listen to podcasts, seek out career advisors, turn to female friends for advice and support, or spend a small fortune on therapists to deal with old wounds and current problems, the men in their lives simply rely on them.
Okay, I'm back. I've done what I
right.
can. All right. If you want to support the show, feedthebadger.com/support, or you can, I think the pop-up now does take you there. Anyway, so please do that. You can put anything you want through there. And if you want to make a request, feedthebadger.com/justthetip. So art or song. I have a lot to say, Brian. All right, where to begin? First of all, I think that what they're doing is they're trying to create some kind of counter to gold digger, emotional gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
Except gold digger actually usually only refers to a specific type of woman who's only after a man for money. But considering that a man's lack of money is the biggest predicator for divorce around the world, I don't think you ladies have a leg to stand on here. Because I'm pretty sure that woman isn't fulfilling my emotional needs doesn't even make the top 10 for reasons for divorce. Not in the top 10. But man isn't making money is number one. Number one. Okay? So shut up. There's no comparison. Second of all, you say that this is an extreme example. Well, an extreme example is not common by definition. Therefore, you are full of shit right from the get-go. And now you're saying both feminist men and conservative men have this problem? Choose one. And here's the other thing. What was the last sentence in this? Because I'm going to get pissed. But what was
the last sentence? So across the spectrum, women seem to be complaining about the same thing. While they read countless self-help books, listen to podcasts, seek out career advisors, turn to female friends for advice and support, or spend a small fortune on therapists to deal with old wounds and current problems, the men in their lives simply rely on them.
Men do not rely on you, lady. They certainly don't rely on the women in this article. And generally, the women are the majority of a man's problems. So what the hell? I mean, like, get off your high goddamn horse. All right? And also, let's look at this statistically. Statistically, men are more anxious during any kind of relationship conflict. Does that sound like they're the ones who get their emotional needs pampered? No. Okay? No, absolutely not. Why would they be the most anxious during any kind of relationship conflict? Women are the ones initiating them because they are the ones who know that their benefit is paramount. And when it's not there, their male partner has to change somehow. That's where all those we need to talk comes from, doesn't it? I have a bad emotion, therefore he needs to do something to fix it. That's why men are anxious during these conversations about relationships, because they know an additional burden is coming. An additional emotional burden is about to come their way. All right. Here's another thing. All right. This comes from another article that I read that was just astounding to me. There was a woman in, I think, one of the Nordic countries who was married to a man, and was completely resentful because she stayed at home. She's resentful about the like how they'd split the chores, and she was doing most of the chores at home while he went out and worked. She divorced him. Of course, they had kids. Married a woman. They split the chores exactly the same way, and then with absolutely no self-awareness, she said, I just don't feel resentful anymore. I don't feel like it's being pushed on me.
Yeah.
Wasn't being pushed on you before, lady. It wasn't being pushed on you before. You made the choice. Maybe it was a little bit of an unconscious thing, but I just can't fucking believe it. Like, can you imagine being that guy having to take the burden of resentment that had no validity? Absolutely none, because as soon as you're gone and a woman is in your place, she no longer feels resentful. Can you believe that? And that's something else that men have to deal with. The absolute unmitigated level of resentment women have. For what?
I don't know. It's a good question.
The constant drumbeat of blame and resentment and expectation that if she has an emotion, he has to do something about it. Which leads statistically to the statistical fact that when there's any relationship conflict, usually initiated by the woman, the man is anxious because he knows he's about to get it. Does that sound like bearing emotional labor to you? Like, nothing, like, and you'll probably notice as you go through this, there's no statistical basis for any of these assertions.
No,
because
of course not.
Everything in statistics says the exact opposite. Women ruminate more. Women are unable to self-soothe when bad things happen in the same way that men can. Women actually have less psychological coping skills relative to men. Women exteriorize their emotions more. They blame other people more for their emotions. And they bring up conflicts in relationships more than men. And as a result of that, those men are more anxious. But what they have, oh God, I'm sorry. I think I got hair in my throat or something. Excuse me, I'm about to explode, so I don't want to do that on air.
All right.
If you say I hear the sounds of dying.
Oh God. She probably got dog hair in her throat or something. She'll be okay, guys. I hate it when that happens. Although it doesn't really happen to me. I don't know why. But JoJo doesn't shed that bad. I mean, he has his days, but... Alright, Allison, I think she's gonna be fine.
We have some more super chats.
You mean
okay,
you mean super chows? I don't see any.
Yeah, super chows. All right, so the other thing is that this is completely wrong. They may be right about feminist men, but conservative men do feel like they can open up with their friends and cry in front of their male friends too. So this is all bullshit. It's a funny thing that when you actually say to men that they have value for being men, they feel more worthy of expressing their emotions and requesting support from others. Funny thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
it
so
is a funny
I have
thing.
more songs.
Yeah, you do. So, did you do? What was the last one you did? What was the last one? No, was that? No, wait. What's
I did the Flight of the Bumblebee, which nearly killed me. I'm doing Devil Inside from In Excess. Wait, Copperhead? No. Need You Tonight? Okay, New Sensation. I'll do Devil Inside.
All right, do it.
I'm really sorry. I got a German Shedder, so there you go.
Yeah.
Do we have any additional songs? We got In Excess.
In Excess. Did you do Call Me Little Sunshine already?
Yeah, I think so. No, I haven't done it, maybe. But I do have it.
And then we got...
Is this a request?
Yeah, this is a song request from, like, about half an hour ago.
To Infinite and Beyond?
And then there's Batman Beyond theme to...
Yes.
Just Batman Beyond theme. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
And
combination of a shedding dog, and I got a bit of a cough, a cold, or something.
And I think that there's a super Chow song request too. So did you do? Oh, you did da 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 the Bumblebee. So that was that. Okay.
Yes.
So
I got Batman Beyond, da da da. I got an In Excess song, so I think that's 5.
that's
I
5.
might make it a little bit. The Sunshine one. Okay, so which one was it? The Sunshine one was the next one?
Call Me Little Sunshine by Ghost.
Yeah, okay. So I think I'll leave it at 5 just because I'm not... probably not in the best of...
Yeah, sure.
Also, I completely flubbed da da da, by the way. It's not a troll level. It's just my cardio for this is not there. I've been spending more time kicking a ball for my dog, which apparently isn't quite as intensive as this activity here.
Yeah. Is this Call Me Little Sunshine?
Yep.
Okay. I'm
not sure where they get off saying that women do all this emotional... First of all, their first example, which they say was an extreme example of a woman doing emotional labor, wasn't. I mean, if you apply the least amount of logic to what she's saying, it makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Like, she's saying he refused to acknowledge he had emotions, and yet I had to serve them. Well, how did you... Was he... If he was expressing them, obviously he was conveying them to you. So either you were inferring something and may not have existed at all, in which case that's on you, or you were demanding he expressed emotions that you knew he had anyway in a way that you pleased you, which means he was doing the emotional labor for you. And then what else did she say? Like, I'm trying to remember.
What did she say about what?
Well, about how much emotional labor she was doing.
I'll have to go up a little bit. Unlike women who are encouraged to foster deep platonic intimacy from a young age, so there's that.
No, all the way back to the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Sorry guys, I can't mute, so you're gonna have to listen to the process of the mucus through my respiratory system.
I talked him through his aspirations, validated his opinions, and supported his career. I had to be his emotional guru because he was too afraid to admit that he had any emotions at all.
Okay. All right. So, she had to support him emotionally, but the way that she says it is that she validated his opinions.
Yeah.
Which means that he regarded her opinion as validating, as valid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do we solve that conundrum, lady? You need a man who doesn't regard your opinion as valid, thus doesn't seek it out? Because presumably, if you'd said, yeah, I think that's stupid, I mean, if he had freaked out, I think that's what she would have reached for. And if I didn't validate his opinions and say they're, he went ballistic, but that's not what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell? What kind of relationship could possibly satisfy this woman? Honestly, it sounds like he dodged a bullet.
Well, they're probably still together.
No, he left.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. When she got sick, when he made her so sick,
yeah.
And I'm like, well, problem solved, except here you are complaining. When toxic people just voluntarily exit my life, I'm usually like, Godspeed. This woman's like, why? I cling.
Yeah.
That would suggest to me that she's lying about everything, or she has, well, if this is a real person, because I wouldn't put it beyond the journalist to just make up a case study.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next
To
one?
make
Miss
their
Sunshine.
point. Was that Call Me Little Sunshine?
Yeah,
So
Batman Beyond. Yeah.
and then something by In Excess.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
Okay, at least this one's short.
This should be short, yeah.
It gives me a suspicion though. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
That's the end.
Yeah, that was short.
Yeah.
Okay, there are some. There are two more super chows that you should probably read.
Super Chows. Let me see.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the next one?
Oh yeah. So Anonymous gives us $50. Thank you. And says men need to perform emotional labor for their women, but at the same time, emotional labor hurts women, or something. Shrugs.
No, that what they're saying is that women are performing all of the emotional labor in the relationships, which incidentally really just sounds like being in a relationship. It's like, what do you expect? Human beings, like it's like saying, I'm upset because Scipio is making me perform emotional labor. It's any mutual exchange between two entities is going to involve these activities, lady. Like it's almost like they have this obsession with this notion of a man as being like this universal everything machine. Like you're just installing like this thing with buttons and it just gives you everything you need when you need it. No, you're actually in a relationship with a living human being. You know, people joke and say, these women, they'll just end up with cats. I hope not.
Yeah.
Cats don't deserve this shit. Like somebody who literally sees men as just like a thing you punch buttons and things come out. You know, and it's like the female dating strategies people who are like every one of their own insecurities and inabilities and weaknesses and being a complete gormless coward in their own life a man has to actually accommodate. It's like these people shouldn't have, they shouldn't be in a relationship with another human, another living being. Not a cat, not a dog, not a parakeet, and sure as hell not a kid. And yet, here we are.
Yeah.
All right. So what was the next one?
Wait, I have another. Yeah, In Excess, whatever you want. Rorschach's No gives us $5. Okay. And let me just make sure I'm not missing anyone. Oh yeah. So he gives us $5 and says, I don't think sampling some other music is that uncommon. It's often what is used in EDM, and as far as I know, technically most of the knowledge and technology we use today is sampled from other creations to infinite and beyond. Yeah, I know it. I don't know. I can appreciate the ways that electronic music or, you know, whatever samples things, and I'm not saying that it's bad or anything, but I think that it, you know, to hear like a regular band that plays instruments do a song is also nice, and I don't think we really see that these days as much. Okay, so then we got a super chat from Anonymous, and they give us $5, and they didn't add any message. So thank you for the support. That's all we got. So
cool.
Whew.
How are you doing on the picture?
Well, I kind of stopped for a while because we were talking about this other stuff, but I'm working on it. Yeah.
Wow, we're gonna get a copyright strike no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can take it offline after this.
Yeah.
Well, here comes a woman with a look in her eye. She's dressed on leather, flesh on the lines. Words and weapons, sharpen the knives. Makes you wonder how the other half died. The devil inside, the devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. The devil inside, the devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. The devil inside, the devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil
Okay.
inside. Devil inside, devil inside.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
I just don't have a mute button while I'm doing this. Oh, hey, maybe that's why my cardio's shit.
Cause you got shit in your throat.
Yeah, in my lungs. I mean, it'll clear eventually, but
Yeah.
excuse me.
All of
It's
these.
really fun. It's really actually fascinating how they're simultaneously saying that men make women do emotional labor, and yet men also don't express their emotions. How
Yeah.
does that work? Like, think about it. Is there another song that I need to do, or is that it?
Call Me Sunshine, Year Zero, and then there was whatever super. I think that's it.
All right.
I think that's it.
Shall we? I should probably do some thank yous to anybody who put their support through feedthebadger.com/support. So I'll go there now.
Yeah,
be right back.
nothing new in the Super Chow channel.
I might have to do a bit of stretching beforehand, but I will be back soon. You can read a little bit
Okay.
more, maybe.
Yeah, I could read a little bit more. So I'm not going to show you guys where I'm at right now because it's kind of like an intermediary stage and it probably doesn't look very good. But I will finish this and maybe tomorrow, and I'll post that. Maybe I'll post it on the channel. Definitely send it to Mr. 0303. So, but essentially, I'm just drawing a bust of the old school Kratos. That I believe that because the games were better, I think. And I know that sounds like heresy. Like, you guys probably think that the new one is amazing. I haven't played the newest one, but I did play the 2018 one. I think it came out in 2018 or 2016, something like that. And it was all right, except that it wasn't as much a game anymore. It was more like an experience. It was more like a story that had some game stuff in it. And I know that some people might not understand or agree with me, but the original God of War trilogy, at least, though, I mean, those games were seriously like crazy ass adventures. Like, you're climbing on things and you're dodging things and you're hanging from things and you're fighting monsters, and there's a lot of different kinds of monsters. There's a lot of variety because they're pulling literally from Greek mythology, and so you got like endless, chimeras and Cerberus and all of that, and there's like cool fucking bosses, and everything is like really high scale. So you might be getting into fights with things that are like 5, 6, 10 times your size, and that's kind of like the whole I would say that's kind of like the whole point of playing an action video game in the time of the Greek gods, because everything was absolutely about spectacle and like scale and all that. And so I thought the old God of War games were better, and they were also super violent and stuff. And the new one, it was just trying to be more thoughtful, and it was, I just felt like, honestly, it missed the point. Like, God of War was never meant to be deep. It was just supposed to be fun, and they wanted it to be deep, because that's like what they all do now. Everybody's trying to be deep, and I don't think it's that deep, So that I believe that's what Mr. 0303 was asking for. He wanted to see the old Kratos that was just like a badass,
Okay.
And
I'm here.
all right, so go ahead. What's the thank yous?
Okay,
I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this, but go ahead.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. I don't know. This just while I'm waiting for everything to load up, this article seems crap.
Yes.
It seems like just another resentment machine for women, to be honest. And that is, I don't know. It just.
I agree.
Okay, now I have to disentangle. Unfortunately, now I have to disentangle which require thank yous and which were super chats. Okay. All right. Okay. This is going to be slightly confusing. All right, let me just go to the Super Chow channel. All right, so we got 50 through Mr. 0303, but before that we got 25. There we go. That's one that I have to thank. Sorry guys, my system is a little bit wonky because it's new. I'm working it out. You get to see this in real time, insofar as that's fun. I don't know.
Does it say who sent it?
It's going to when it decides that it's going to. All right. Okay. I'm going to say this person is called Cal, and Cal put in $25. Thank you, Cal.
Thank you, Cal.
Like a tiger blood, man.
I don't know if Cal has a request, but he did put he or she, could be a she, put $25 in. All right, so the next one through there was a 50, so this 25 is likely a thank you.
All right.
All right. I have to do this through process of elimination. It's very efficient. Maybe read another sentence of that crazy making article.
All right.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you make me do that. You're making me do emotional labor. Sandy E gives us $25. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy E.
Does that sound like in order?
Yeah, I just did. Okay.
All right. And I think that the next one was a 50, so that went through the Super Chow. We got another Super Chow, by the way. So the next 25.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to Remote Ruby for $25. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Let me.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Okay, go ahead.
And thank you to Alexandria L for $50. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much. Yeah.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by
Next time I'm gonna make it so that. Oh, did I interrupt the sound?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Next time, I think I'm going to make it so that I'm not getting the wires crossed with this, with how I've arranged all this. Process of elimination is quite slow. It is slow.
Yeah. Hopefully these are correct. I don't see any complaints. So.
No. And I assume, like, guys, if you want to send us a message, you do have to go through feedthebadger.com/adjust the tip. because there is no other pipe way through our funding website to send us a message. Unfortunately, it's a very, very complicated. All right, so this is thank you to Charles M. This is a new Charles. Charles M for $25. Thank you, Charles M.
Thank you, Charles M.
It took me a couple days to set all that up.
Yeah.
It's like multiple. It's like jerry rigged through the internet. It's like internet version of duct tape. Okay. All right. So we have one more super chow.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Anonymous gives us $100. Woo! Thank you so much.
And Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
And he says, or they says, thank you for your hard work. Thank you so much, Anonymous. You could have put your name in, but I appreciate the donation regardless. Okay, so that's the other super chow. Just put a done there. So
apparently the little mini fundraiser that I put on is also not working because it's not showing the amount that came through. But I think we got through there to go into the main fundraiser. I think we got about $125. Really big bank on the super chow. So
I think it's more than that though.
Yeah. There were super chows and all like little mini fundraiser.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good today, actually.
Yeah, didn't do bad, especially with the super chows.
Yeah.
Okay. And
kind of a lot of song requests considering how late the show is too.
The hour. We might have gotten more if I wasn't like dying on air. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Yeah, we all did.
Sorry. I tried to step away so you didn't get it on full blast.
Well, it wasn't on full blast, but we could still hear it.
Okay, well, I'm using my mute button now.
Okay.
Do you want to do a few more sentences of this ridiculous nonsense? That's a funny thing. If women are doing so much emotional labor, then why are they constantly yapping about what I do and how I'm a pick-me? Like, what do they think I do? I just like say to men, your experiences, they're valid. These things are happening to men, usually just because they're men, and that's unfortunate. That's emotion. That's technically is emotional labor, isn't it? What I do.
Yeah.
And why would there be a market for that if women are doing it for their men?
Well, they're not, for one. Not, I guess like I think good women are, but they're not complaining about it.
No, they're not.
No.
Because they're like, if you're going to be in a relationship with another living human being with its ability to, be self-aware, you're going to realize there's going to be a little bit of neuroticism and insecurity that comes with that.
Right.
Human males probably more neurotic and insecure than another type of male that doesn't know it's going to die. That's what, right? That's just relationship stuff. It's just bizarre to watch women just complain. They're not complaining about how if they get beaten and they bruise their abuser, they go to jail, or if they lose their kids. They're not complaining about being suicidal after breaking up. They're not complaining about therapists who tell them that part of their mental health issues are the fact that they identify as a man. They're not complaining about having to be conscripted. They're not complaining about being completely passed over because they have a penis for jobs and scholarships. All they're complaining about is, I'm in a relationship and he has feelings. And like, why does he have to have feelings? Like, why? But also, why does he have to be toxically masculine and pretend like he doesn't have feelings? Like, why can't he do both? Why can't he have exactly the feelings I want him to have
So I don't have to do emotional labor, but also like, express those feelings, but also not when I don't want him to have feelings, which is most of the time, except when those feelings are how he gives me the exact right answer to if my ass looks fat in these pants. Like, how do you win with that? There's only one way to win. Do not play.
Do not play. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't know, like this article, like right there. Its thesis is men force women to do much emotional labor because they don't express any emotions because they're toxically masculine. It's like I said, it's like women are complaining that they're manning a customer service desk and the customers are not coming up and giving any complaints. And they just know they have them. And the existence of them somewhere in the noosphere is oppressing them.
Yeah.
Like, how can you be doing how can you be that he's not expressing?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
This article is an exercise in absolute insanity. Like I said, I don't know how these individuals exist, how they get up in the morning, don their insanity cap, and nobody at any point during their insane day stops them and says, Susan,
You're being insane.
You're being insane. No, nowhere between them getting up, donning their insanity cap, and then penning this ridiculous article, did anyone stop them and say, "Madam, this is insanity. Please stop. Like you don't make any goddamn sense." Nobody. It didn't occur to anyone. Anyway, I'm done. All right, let's do another. Let's give them another sentence. They did good by us today.
Okay. Let me try to find where I left off. Emotional gold digger. Least insane?
No, just read the next one.
All right. So countless self-help books, right? I already read that. It's for... Yeah, I think this is the next bit.
You're doing all this shit, ladies, and it's not making any progress. Is that really on men? Like he's like, I'm going to so many therapy sessions, and I just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and I go and I get so many self-help basically say that I am perfect as I am, and oh my god, I get so many crystals, and I put the crystals all over me, and I take crystal baths, and I get so many therapeutic manicures and like therapeutic curling treatments and therapeutic shopping sprees, and I just don't understand how men could possibly not realize how much work I'm doing for them.
Yeah.
I mean, when my boyfriend is like, how did you charge up my card like this? I just don't, I'm like, this is all for you. This is all the emotional labor I'm you. Don't you see these tri-colored nails I'm wearing? This is for your emotion. It's like, miss me with this shit, please. Okay.
All right.
Next.
It's for this reason that artist Lindsay Johnson jokingly calls herself everyone's beck and call girl. Not only does she take care of her husband and children, she just moved in with her mom to take care of her as well. Oh, was there a divorce? Because she knows her brothers won't. Oh, how do you know that? Both recently divorced. Her brothers are already turning to her, but never to each other, to provide the support their wives used to. Men drain the emotional life out of women, says the 41-year-old who lives in Nashville, Tennessee. I love them, but good Lord, they've become the bane of my existence. Johnson admits that she enables her brothers by saying yes all the time, partly out of guilt, but also partly because she loves being needed to feel important. Johnson explains it's a catch-22. Eventually, it becomes too much, and I end up exhausted and resentful.
Then say no.
Yeah, then say no. If it's that serious.
Do the emotional labor of setting boundaries.
Yeah.
Also, really, like these divorced brothers, they don't. Well, maybe you could give support to male divorcees. Like, what? I wonder what her brothers would say about women draining them emotionally after getting divorced.
I don't know. Good question.
Well, you're lucky your brothers survived that, because that's like the number one reason why men kill themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But who cares?
Yeah.
Well, and also, what's the solution here? Shall we create men's sheds? Oh, right. We did that in Australia, and the feminists tried to shut it down. Shall we do the mythopoetic movement? Oh, right. The media tried to shut that down. Did a hit job. Tried to shut that down. Men going into the forest and talking about their problems and drumming. That turned into something horrible. Oh, what about the incel forums? Well, we're going to focus on the tiny minority that's like aggressively misogynistic that everybody else on the forums is trying to shut up, and we're going to paint them with that brush to get them shut down. Every single place where men go to vent their feelings, frustration, and anger, you guys destroy. And then eventually men get the message. I can only safely express my feelings with women, and now you're complaining that women are doing all this emotional labor, even though they aren't really. Okay, well, here's a challenge to these people. Let men create a space where they can vent their frustration and anger that you don't shut down. And you know what? I've tried to create that kind of a space. I wish it could be male only, but unfortunately, it seems like you need a woman at the gate saying "fuck off," or what happens is women, and not all women, but just women who just can't let things go, nose in to the men's shed and say, "Well, why can't we women join?" Or they nose into the mythopoetic music and say, of the most innocuous group of men in the manosphere or manosphere adjacent, oh, you guys are all evil, like you're up to something. They nose into every single space men create for themselves. And I mean, honestly, I remember very distinctly there was this one point where there was this woman who came into our comments on one of the YouTube video and started throwing her weight around, her self-righteous weight around about how the space wasn't shaped according to her particular abilities. And I waded into that and I said, lady, I created this space. How unbelievably arrogant of you to say that it's not shaped according to women's sensibilities. Screw off. And she had nothing she could say to that. The problem with men's spaces is that they can't defend them against women. And then it's unbelievable that the same women that do this shit turn around and say, well, why aren't you supporting each other, men?
Yeah.
And the instant that they do, you stick your nose in to determine whether or not it's to your liking. And if they are actually expressing anger and frustration, because men have anger, they have a fuck ton of it, they shut the space down as toxic. It's like how do men win with these people?
Yeah, they have to not play. There is no winning if you try.
Yeah.
So that was the end of that paragraph, I think.
That's good enough.
Yeah, okay. So maybe we can do the rest of it sometime, but I think that you got an idea of what it's about. This article is pretty long, though. All right. So should we wrap it up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh wait, I think I know what. Wait. Just wait. Let me try something and see if it actually fixes what's going on here.
Sure.
I'm going to do an experiment, folks. Okay. All right. I'm going to do an experiment.
All right. Hold on to your butts.
Yeah. I want you to go to feedthebadger.com/support, Brian. I don't know if you can put it up.
Okay, let me see.
We need some background music.
For feedthebadger.com/support.
Yeah. Actually, this is gonna take forever, isn't it?
Well, I'm gonna have to like change if it opens.
No, I don't mean. I mean, it's gonna take forever on my side, not yours.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't know. It says here pregame art and Sabre. Insert shekels and receive art or flailing. Place your request here. Upon a completion of requested art or song, please pledge your support below. So what I got to do so that it will display, I have to change what, let me see here. I have to change what the OBS is showing. So just give me a second here to do that. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Okay, game, this. I'm gonna switch that out for this. Hit OK, and let me turn that on. Okay, so I have it up on the screen. And it says pre-game art and Sabre. So what do you want me to do? Just show it?
Yes, just show it. And I think I'm just getting it to. I think I'm getting it to show what came through.
Okay.
It's just that. It's just so slow. Like for some reason, maybe it's on my. Oh, here we go. See, it's going through now. So it's was 100. Now it's. Was 0, now it's at 100, right? I'm just getting it to go through so people can see what the amounts are.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then this one is also completed, I think. All right. So, sorry, I know this process is a bit long.
That's all right.
It's just takes forever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, anyway, this article is definitely I don't know, doesn't make any sense. I'm sure it makes sense to someone because they're using a different heuristic.
I mean, it's just typical gaslighting from the typical people that are probably themselves gaslit and don't even know. Like I mean, if I'm being charitable, I'm saying that they are probably not even certain of what, they're claiming because it shouldn't add up. So
yeah. All right, there we go. I think this is the amount that we got, 150 through this sort of pre-game art and Sabre, which will go towards the fundraiser.
Okay.
The super chats don't do that. Oh, look, we got something.
What?
We got I think it's through Zaranx gave us $5
through the fundraiser.
Yeah, but it was a super chow, so it's not going through yet. Oh yeah, it's probably going to go through shortly. It's just that I'm like, blocking up the back here. Yeah, you're right. This is just gaslighting. Like, how can you simultaneously say that men don't express their you're doing emotional labor because men don't express their emotions?
Right.
Yeah.
You have to be like making shit up. So.
That's not possible.
Or you have no idea what gaslighting is, or you don't have any idea of what what emotional labor is because you think that it's only something that women can do. So when men express needs, you don't see it as that they're perhaps burdened. So
yeah, but what's the other solution? It's like, how are men supposed to solve this problem? Okay, so women are saying we're doing emotional labor, right? Okay, so the only way for women not to do emotional labor is for men to deal with their emotions themselves and not express them. But then they hit them on the other horn, which is toxic masculinity, which is not expressing your emotions.
Right. Well, these women are not the solution to that anyways. No.
Well, they're just insane.
Yeah, so men should seek it out on their own. Preferably from other men, and just do that. You know,
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't.
the heuristic seems to be with these women that no matter what, men are wrong.
Yeah.
Like if they express their emotions, they're making women do emotional labor because you cannot attend to emotions that aren't expressed somehow.
Yeah.
If you are, you're inventing the emotions, and that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
So either men are expressing their emotions, forcing women to do emotional labor, or men are dealing with their emotions in-house without expressing them, so women aren't even aware of them. Then they're toxically masculine, and they're wrong. It's like every road leads to men are wrong,
Mm-hmm.
which is a them problem.
Yes.
Like if you're giving men no way to be right, and let's even set aside the issue of men having to revolve around women's benefit, you are literally giving men no way to do that.
Yeah.
And that can't possibly be on men. And yet they're trying to make it on men. I mean, what's really baffling to me is that this is an impossibility.
Yeah.
It's a self-contradictory possibility. There is no way that a man in these women's lives could make them happy, or could do what they want, or could in any way stop the resentment.
Mm-hmm.
The only way the resentment stops is if they go and get a woman. And the reason for that is because they are inundated with a narrative of having resentment towards men.
Yeah.
It's like it's now a cultural norm for women to be resentful towards men. So they can get exactly the same deal with a lesbian woman, or even a worse deal, but they don't feel resentment because it's not a man. It's the only difference.
Mm-hmm.
Then that means it's a them problem. Okay. We don't need to go any further. Although Zarinx's super chow doesn't seem to be showing up.
It probably will. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me just see if I can pop it up and then I can read it.
Okay.
I know I'm ranting, guys, so
All right.
you need to get going, huh?
I'm a little concerned with the time. Just looking at the chat right now. I didn't get any more super chows either, but I just wanted to say thank you guys for all of the support. Yeah.
Yeah, really appreciated. And it should I'll pull up this super chow so we can read it, and then that'll be
all right.
Okay, just a second. Zarinx told us something. I'm just trying to find out what. And back.
You could just tell us in the chat too, Zarinx, if you want, like what it is that you said. I do see that he's still active. So
like this WordPress site is really lagging. I guess I probably have to upgrade it, spend more money each month.
Really?
Yeah. They'll apply more server power to it or something. Because this is getting ridiculous. It's like taking full minutes for things to upload or to load. Shouldn't take this long. Yeah, it's DreamHost. It used to be really good. Now it's just really lags. Yeah. I don't even know if this is going to happen. Jeez, like I'll probably have to do a support ticket soon for this.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can even access this. Remember, these technical difficulties brought to you by DreamHost.
Here. I'll end the Beat Saber part.
Yeah, maybe that'll help.
Broadcasting for nothing.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going
that's
to make it
something.
faster, but right.
Brian's downloading the stream.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not going to make art. Would you mute, please? It's not going to make anything on WordPress faster. Okay, Xerinx, looks like I don't think we can. I don't think we're going to be able to access this.
It probably
no.
It probably will
Yeah.
show up like later or something.
Yeah, I feel bad because he sent through a super chow for this particular stream. Oh, here we go. God damn. Here we go. Seems to be picking up a bit. Sorry, guys. No, this must be very fun to listen through.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, WordPress. Come on, DreamHost.
Zerang said in the chat, my above chat regarding Better Bachelor is pretty much what I sent in. So, YouTuber Better Bachelor won the Daily Wire's contest. What's the contest? He's hoping to take the money instead of the car and put it towards a men's retreat. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money he's getting, but yeah, I hope that all of that works out. That's great.
Indeed. I know that Tom Golden does that kind of stuff too. Like retreats. I think Paul did. I don't know if Paul Elam did as well.
Yes, he did. He did it. It was right here in my hometown, or not hometown, but where I'm currently living, not Chicago. Yeah, so Paul has the XY crew, which is pretty cool, and Tom has something, and I think that these are really great ideas, so I'm glad that more and more guys are trying to start these and promote these and also participating in them. So it's good. If it's just like an online community, that's good too. It doesn't necessarily have to be some brick and mortar structure. What?
Sandy says that Sandy can also be a man, right? Wants Boney M.
Who?
By Rasputin.
Oh, Bonnie
Rasputin
M. Rasputin
by Boney M. I wonder if I should do that really quick. Or no, you need to go, right?
I do. I can't stay. We could put it down for the next thing. Did it just come through?
Well, yeah. It didn't just come through. It she or he put it through the fundraiser itself, but didn't put a request through the just the tip. Yeah, you have to send a request through just the tip because it's the only way we get requests.
Yeah, we won't see it otherwise. But
yeah, but I put it in here so we can attend to it the next time. Unfortunately, I didn't see this till now. Brian has to go. So
yeah. Sorry about that.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you, Xerinx. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you to everybody else who supported us. Really appreciated. We will do this again. I think it was fairly successful.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good. I didn't have any expectation, but
overall, we made 230. Yeah, 230.
Nice.
Through super chows, which is really great. We're gonna have to do something with that one art that might. I'll have to maybe put that through to the bonus. And then we made 150 through. So we made 150, 380. So that's good. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Goes a long way to pay for everything.
Yeah.
All right. With that, let's slide into a very hesitant, slightly awkward
goodbyes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to do you want to do that or not? Or should I just do it?
If you want to support and you actually catch this before it goes offline, feedthebadger.com/support. and you can actually put whatever amount you want in through there, although it will cap total. So, and that will go feedthebadger.com/support will go to our monthly fundraiser. Feedthebadger.com you can do anytime. It's just the tip to send us a message. All right. That also goes through a monthly. Sorry.
I'm sorry. You go ahead. You finish.
It doesn't go through. Yeah, well, it goes to our monthly expenses, but it not specifically to the fundraiser.
I see.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, this video stream is going to be going offline, so you don't have to necessarily hit that like button or leave us a comment or whatever. But if you are new, you could subscribe. We're going to have other shows that will be up and remain up, and generally have more robust content. So please consider doing that. Please consider joining us on tomorrow's show. We're going to be looking at something pretty interesting. I'll just say interesting. So thank you guys so much for coming on today's episode of the Fundraiser, and we will talk to you all in the next video. Have a good rest of your weekend, folks.
Men's rights activists are machines, dude. Okay? They are literal machines. They are talking point machines. They are impossible to fucking deal with, especially if you have like a couple dudes who have good memory on top of that too. Holy shit, you're fucked.